So for the collar now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure round my neck area, what I have. All right, so I place my tape this way. You have to take a measurement of what you have round. So I have 21 and a half. All right, so the length of my collar is going to be 22 and a half inches. All right, so you add 1 inch to whatever you have. The 1 inch is for seam allowance. So these I've cut out are 22 and a half inches length. All right, the width of this one is 4 inches. The boldness of this one is 4 inches. That's the width is 4 inches, while the boldness of this one, or the width of this one, is 5 inches. All right, so this is going to be the base of the collar. The first one that is 4 inches is going to be the base of the collar, and the one that is 5 inches is going to be the cap of the collar. So what do I do next? I'm going to fold the first one. Let's start with the cap. Okay, so I'm going to fold it this way, fold it again this way. All right, then I'm going to use my scissors and make a sharp edge. All right, so this is what I have. Okay, then for the base of my collar, I'm also going to fold it in this way. One. Okay, I'm also going to fold it this way. All right, then coming to the edge, coming to the edge here, I'm going to be making an N shape, the letter N in the alphabet, letter N shape. All right, I'm going to be making a small curve here. All right, I'm going to curve it in, make a curve. All right, now for this one, I'm going to open it up the middle. I'm going to put a cut on it. So this is what I have. Okay, so this is the base of my collar, and this is the cap of my collar. Now, assuming I'm working with a light fabric, I'm going to be putting an air stay, like a stiffener to it, air stay, gum stay, whichever one you like to work with. But now this material is thick. Okay, it's a thick material, it's chinos material, so I will not be attaching any stiffener to it. So now for the cap of my collar, I'll go ahead and run a stitch from here. I'm going to close it up. From here, I'm going to close it up. All right, then turn it out. That's what I'll do quickly. Then we'll talk about the cap of the collar. So now this is the base, the cap of our collar. Okay, so we are done running a stitch on it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be pulling it out this way. So it's a little bit rough. You can decide to work with maybe a needle to pull this out perfectly. Okay, so when we're done, this is what we have. So we're going to be finding the center now. I'm going to fold this into two again. I want to find the middle points of my collar. So this is the middle point. I'm going to give it a small notch. All right, then for this side, I'm also going to do the same thing to the upper side of it this way. I'm going to notch it just little, don't make it too obvious. So this is what I have. So I'll go ahead and place this one first, then I'm going to place the cap in between the two bays. All right, so this is what we have. So now I'm going to run a stitch towards this end. I'm going to run a stitch and close it up here, run a stitch and close it up here. Okay, stay tuned. With the collar, so what I have to do was to pull it out this way. This is what I have, after which I will now attach it to the neck of my shirt. All right, so I'm going to placing it this way, run a stitch on it, then fold it inside and top stitch it, then our shirt is ready. The next thing to do is the buttonhole and the button, fixing of the buttonholes, creasing of the buttonholes and fixing of the buttons. Thank you so much for sticking with us. Do well to subscribe and check out our next video. So this is what it looks like after stitching on it. This is what we have, the collar.